This video has been brought to you in part by thepixelempire.com, an awesome site where you can get hundreds of different wall prints ready for framing and all original designs based on movies, TV shows, and of course even video games. And if you head to the description and use the coupon code CADDY on checkout, you can get 15% off of absolutely any order. So thank you for listening, please enjoy the video, and for a new year, how about new decor around your house? Yeah, go on.
Come on! Why won't you just explode?
Because those lovely buggers at King Games think that's what fair game development is. Look, as long as you give me some moolah... Moolah! Yeah, moolah, then you might as well just give up now, because I only work on a bribing basis like all of these apps that no one can seem to stop playing.
Why are you always talking about fucking video games? What has throwing flowers to make you explode got to do with your bloody games?
Everything.
Okay, I'll buy it. I'm gonna see you combust today, I swear it.
That's how we do it in my garden.
Greetings and salutations, my beautiful people, and welcome to the Caddicarus show, where I always have to do the dirty deed of deciding whether or not a game deserves to be slaughtered or salvaged. And hey, welcome to 2016, everyone. Happy New Year. So what better way to start this lovely year off than with playing an iPhone app? What? No, you don't want that? You want a PS1 game? Oh. Well, I don't want to do that. Can I sing you a song instead? Would that make everything better? The things I do for you, eh? Caddy lifts a finger. And a phone is there. Opens up the App Store. And the games are everywhere. Ooh, look at all those flowers. This is just the game for me. Let's download the app now. I can't wait to play this to thee. Blossom Blast Bastards is a game for Android and Apple phones made by the lovely King, who actually seriously, not even joking for realsies, wanted to copyright the word candy because of the popularity of their game Candy Crush. Good stop! In this bastard of a game, you use your finger to join up 3 or more of the same coloured flowers to bloom them, and the more flowers you join up, the bigger the flower at the end of the chain gets. If you join up a lot of little flowers or only a few big flowers, you can make the bloom pop, and you'll know if it will pop due to this meter at the top of the screen, which causes a growth spurt around wherever the popped flower is, meaning you can either make tiny flowers a little bit bigger, ready for even more pops in the next turn, or if the flowers around the pop are big enough, cause a chain reaction of exploding flowers, which is oh so pleasurable and pretty for the little dopamine in that addicted brain of yours. And it's especially satisfying once you reach full meter capacity and create a gargantuan eruption of flowers that affects a huge radius.
That's how we do it in my garden.
In typical King fashion, you only have a certain amount of turns, and every level offers something different, both challenge-wise and obstacle-wise. Whether it be a certain amount of points that need garnering to beat the stage, big groups of flowers that need to be fed chains of the same coloured flowers to beat the stage, weeds that need removing by blooming flowers around them, scaring off crows to stop them from eating the flowers, I'm saying the word flowers far too much, and here's the kicker, it's a free-to-play game. Now, the free-to-play model is a totally different topic for a totally different kind of video, but suffice to say for now, I actually don't mind it too much, when it's done right. How does one do it right? Well, it's simple. Make the game free to play, but if it's free to your player, inconvenience them without sacrificing the actual game design to compensate for not investing any cash into it. And for the most part, Blossom Blast Bastards does that okay. It does basic stuff. When you run out of 5 lives, you have to wait a few hours to get all 5 back, and any power-ups you can use to make the game infinitely easier all cost tiny amounts of money at a time, so it's never that much of a financial burden. In fact, paying the pennies many people would argue is actually better value than the wasted time trying to beat a single level for days at a time because of lives running out and not using any power-ups. And hey, the main game is totally free, so any money you spend towards it is the addictive nature and your overall enjoyment of the product, making you want to enjoy it to a better or more comfortable degree. You aren't missing out on any game gameplay, you just want to enjoy it more and in a more convenient way, just like buying a full version of an app that doesn't have ads on it. You know exactly what you're getting into with free-to-play games, so in my opinion, the microtransactions they ask for in those free games are not invasive or critical to enjoy the game as a whole. They're built to be fun and mechanically satisfying enough while they're free to make you want to spend the money. You never have to pay a cent. I know this because my girlfriend is nearly on level 500 of Cookie Jam and she hasn't used a single power-up and hasn't spent a single dime.
So, this is pretty tame for a Caddicarus episode, I hear you all call like a beautiful seagull. Does Caddy actually like a casual mobile game? I hear you ask like a curious seal. Has Caddy actually gone insane for even suggesting to like a casual mobile game? I hear you worry like an anxious panther. All those questions and more will be answered, but just hold on to your eyeballs because otherwise they'll pop out of your head and you'll step on them, because this game has pissed me off more than I can properly describe.
I have played a lot of Blossom Blast bastards, so much so that I'm now on level 114 on Blossom Blast bastards.
That's how we do it in my garden.
And before you look so appalled at me for getting this far, allow me to explain that my girlfriend and I play these kinds of games together at the same time to see how far we can both get before giving up and wallowing in defeat of the superior gladiator. Unfortunately though, I'll be giving up on this game right now because this one level, this one particular stage, I'm convinced, is entirely programmed to be impossible without shelling out cash, which is the shittiest thing a free-to-play game can do, whatever the circumstances.
And this one level is what caused me to do this episode.
Let's break it down, shall we? This is a stage where you had to link flowers into the big bunches to feed them, as gross as that sounds, to then make them explode and open a floodgate towards the next big bunch. However, in this stage, the only other spaces near the other bunches are only one flower thick. Can you see where this is going? Yes! The only way you can reach and activate the other big bunches is to hope and pray the same colored flowers reach the next bunch in the one flower thick line. Otherwise, you have to do it the slow and painful way of causing a chain reaction to pop the next bunch and only remove 3 numbers off of it every time, meaning you waste the very limited amount of moves the stage gives you just trying to reach the middle bunches.
But wait, it gets...
Every flower that is dropped into the stage is not only totally random every time like in every other stage, so you can never figure out a strategy, but they are also all already half bloomed, meaning that with the minimum 3 flowers you need to take a turn, you automatically will always receive a pop, which, because all the other flowers are half bloomed around it, can often cause a chain reaction that wipes out every other flower on the top half of the screen without benefiting anything other than your useless score. And if you are close to figuring out a way to explode a particular big bunch, causes the entire flower hand you've been given to reset to another totally random hand and start you off at square one all over again. This basically means the entire level is just one giant fucking slot machine. It's a total game of luck, purely based around what flowers fall into the one flower thick gap, luck around which colored flowers fall next to each other in order to start the chain reaction down the one flower thick gap without wiping out every other flower above you from the already delicate half-bloomed flowers, and luck even around what color the big bunches are, because did I mention they change every round as well?
I have never been so pissed off with Flora in all my life.
Overall, as you can see, this stage alone proves that King literally just want your cash.
If you are loyal and dedicated enough to make it this far into our game, then great, you need to spend money because you want to keep going, right?
And the only way you will ever pass this stage is by paying for ways to get more turns after they run out, getting more power-ups to more or less cheat your way through it, or of course getting fucking lucky, which yes, is a recurring theme of this game since the handout is indeed randomized in every stage, but the chances of succeeding are literally a million times higher than anything this stage offers you because of the space and variety of ways you can tackle the stage given to you. The ratio of success in this stage without paying money is literally thousands to 1 because there's only one fucking method of success, and even for free to play, this is called pushing it.
This is one of the worst designed levels I've ever seen in a video game. Not just free to play, I mean general video games ever. It's just so cunning and devoid of any ounce of fun or hope for the players to think that they can beat it without spending money. And it's a thoughtless load of wank.
Look at this shit! How are you expected to do this without spending money? It's a cheating, scamming, and horrible level, and since it appears this late into the game to deliberately con the most dedicated players into making them feel like they didn't waste their life to get this far and to get them to shell out, it ruins the whole game as far as I'm concerned, and that means it deserves the slaughter.
That's how we do it in my garden.
What a way to kick off 2016 with a King iPhone app. Shit me up with a pool cue. This is going to be a roller coaster of a year.
And if you can fucking believe this, I've been stuck on level 114 there for about 4 or 5 weeks. So that's why I made the script for this video and everything. And look, while I was recording the footage, I only went and fucking beat the level. I can't fucking believe it. That 5 weeks of nothing, and then that one bit, that point I made about luck, that is basically that. It was fucking luck. It was totally random. Didn't even try to win, and I won. There you go. Luck. Fuck you, game. You ruined my video.
Okay, everyone, to make up for such a lackluster at best start to the new year, please get your nappies ready for the next Caddicarus episode. Know why? Because it's my 50th episode special. What's the game, though? I can't possibly say. Not right now. If it's your birthday today while watching this video, happy freaking birthday to you. And please remember to stay beautiful. Toodle pip for now.
That's how we do it in my garden.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching this stupid video about a fucking iPhone app. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. I'm back from my Christmas, New Year's break. 3 weeks of doing nothing. It was lovely, but I'm now back in the swing of things, so that like would be very much appreciated to get the ball rolling again with getting the videos out and everything. Also, I'm going to leave you some links. There's our new show that we have on this channel, all dedicated to my lovely puppet, Caddicarus, and there's also going to be my last drive-through review and my last Caddicarus episode, so they're all there, and also description has all the cool stuff like my social media, so please, if it's your birthday today watching this video, happy freaking birthday to you, and please remember to stay beautiful.
I only work on a bribing basis, like all of these apps that no one can...
Put your teeth in, love.
Is
that alright?
Yeah, that's great.
Does Caddy actually like a casual mobile game? I hear you ask, like a... Fucking hell, why am I forgetting this?
You wrote it.